Good morning, my dear children. I'm missing you a lot, and I'm praying that you all should be in best of spirits, perfect health, and really learning the things. So this time in English too, but we are going to start according to the syllabus, the very first chapter in your reader book, lesson number 3, Bravo Manju. Okay, we are going to start with the reader, the very first lesson number 3, Bravo Manju. Okay, let's start with this. Open your books. Come on, read the books. Keep with you your books and be ready with your pen. Keep one pen in your hand so that we can underline the main characters and the things the way we used to do in the class. Come on. Yes, lesson number 3, Bravo Manju. This is really a very inspiring story. When you're going to read, really you're going to learn, you'll get the courage, and you're going to learn so many things that never we should give up for any small things or any of the thing in your life. We should keep on trying. Really very, very good story. So let's start from the very beginning. See one character they have shown here, Manju. Even I want you to draw in your notebooks, okay? The way I usually tell you, draw any of the character of this lesson, which is your favorite one, and write 2 lines about that character. So let's start with this lesson with the beginning here. Manjula was born with only 2 fingers on each hand. I hope it is clear. Yes. Manjula was born with only 2 fingers on each hand, but that does not stop her from pursuing her interest. Oh, see the line, the beautiful meaning in this line. Manjula, although Manjula was born only with 2 fingers on each hand, but this did not stop her for going for pursuing means for continuing her interest. Does she overcome the hurdles? Hurdles means the obstacles, the difficulties in the way. Overcome means she removed the hurdles and take up the challenge. Or give up. Give up means to lose hope or to leave everything. Read this inspiring story. So let's try to find out that what was the turning point, and really does she able to, or does she overcome really the hurdles and achieved whatever she wanted to? Let's find out. So the main character here, Manjula Parelkar. So please circle this main character. We are going to circle all the characters now, so that you come to know about all the characters. So the very first and the main character, Manjula Parelkar, circle this one, knew she would never paint like Hussain, the one great Indian artist. She would never paint like Hussain, not with those fingers, just 2 on each hand. She knew she would never paint like Hussain, the great artist. Handling brushes was no problem. That was not the problem, that she was not able to hold the brushes. Because if God has given this kind of a thing, God has given some special things also. And with that, you have to just find out that capability, you have to find out that talent. So she was able to handle the brushes very easily with those 2 fingers on each hand. I'll read again. Handling brushes was no problem. Her problem was the cost of the materials she would need. The problem was not that she will not be able to hold the brushes like the great artist. The problem was she was not able to get those things. She was her problem was the cost of the materials, the things, the brushes, the paint, the materials needed for that, the colors, the sheets she would need for doing the paintings. Manjula Parelkar knew she would never paint like Hussain, not with those fingers, just 2 on each hand. Handling brushes was not the problem. The problem was the cost of the things. Mummy, she asked one evening while helping her mother in the kitchen after dinner, do you think I could? She paused nervously. I could have some extra money tomorrow. She wanted to ask for money from her mother. So she's asking by, she's little hesitant to ask But then also she took the courage and she asked, I could have some extra money tomorrow. What do you need it for? Asked her mother gently. Rinsing the dishes. Better rinsing here means washing with water, no? So she was doing some rinsing with the dishes, and while doing that, the mother asked, what do you need it for? For colors and paints. I want to learn painting, Manjula told to her mother. Mrs. Parelkar looked at her daughter searchingly. Searchingly means she now wanted to know more in a questioning manner. She wanted to ask. After some time, she pressed her money into Manjula's hand. See the mother, hold the money in hand, and she pressed in Manjula's hand and she has given it to her. Go ahead and buy whatever you need. She told, okay, you go ahead and buy the things you need, dear. Have fun and show me the painting. And she even told, you enjoy your things and show me the painting which you are going to make. Manjula showed her first painting to her mother the very next day. And the very next day only, but when she got the money and she brought the things for it, that the next day she drew the painting and then she showed her very first painting to the mother. Manjula, cried her mother, dropping her needlework in surprise. Manjula's mother was totally surprised with that beautiful painting, and she dropped the needlework which you might be doing it. Why, that is beautiful. She was so overjoyed. I didn't know you were so good. You must show it to Papa. He will be impressed. She told, this is really very extraordinary good. Very, very good. You show it to your Papa also. Manjula returned to her brushes and paints. Nobody had asked Manjula what she wanted for her 13th birthday. Her 13th birthday was about to be there. Nobody asked her, yet she got all she had secretly wished for. Although nobody asked for it, but she got everything which she wished for, and she wished only for her paints, brushes, these kind of things. Oh, mummy, cried Manjula, overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means moved by some action, overjoyed. A set of artists' watercolor. Thank you so much. She was so happy. She thanked her mother because she got the artist's watercolor. I hope you must be understanding, no? Okay, come on. And this is from your father. Her mother pressed a book in her hands, and this way she told that this is from your father. He also gave a book, so she gave that book in her hand and told her that this is from your father. So we are coming on the next page. See here, a very good picture. Manjula might be showing that very first painting to the mother. Even you can draw this picture in your notebook and write something about Manjula's mother and Manjula. Okay, try your best to do that. This is going to be very colorful also, and you will enjoy doing the lessons. So let's come here. Painting step by step, Manjula jumped in excitement, her dark eyes shining with happiness, and she was so overjoyed. The name of the book was Painting Step by Step. Oh, Papa, I could never have dreamt of this. She was so happy. On her 13th birthday, she got all her favorite things. You would not have dreamt of my present either, said her brother Amol. Now, Amol, circle, this is the character, the brother's name. With a mischievous smile, he told, you can't believe what I must be giving you as a gift. He pulled her to her bedroom. He took her there to the bedroom. He told him to come there. Amol lifted the pillow for her. Amol, the brother, he lifted what? Pillow for her, beneath the pillow, under the pillow, he must have kept something. And there, tied with a pink ribbon, lay 3 watercolor brushes. Sable hair, said her brother, artist's quality. Sable hair means, very soft brush, artist brush. Manjula studied the new book from cover to cover and soon used up all her papers. She did all the things in that book. She knew for good watercolor paintings, she needed special watercolor paper, which was expensive. But she asked her mother anyway. She knew, but after finishing that book, now she wanted to do something with the watercolors. And she knew this also, that she needed one sheet, which is like on which she can use the watercolors, and that is going to be expensive. But she asked her mother anyway, although she was little hesitant, but she asked her mother about that. It's not a matter of few sheets, said But she asked her mother anyway. It's not a matter of few sheets, said Mr. Parelkar. Better now underline this, Mr. Parelkar. Father, they have given by this name, Mr. Parelkar. Verily, when Mrs. Parelkar spoke to him after dinner, when the mother asked that, now Manjula wants that, so he told, this is not the matter of few sheets. Mrs. Parelkar, after watercolors, it will be oils and then canvases and what not. Why doesn't she learn something more useful like cooking or stitching? Now see the words. These words are, like telling that here almost this Mr. Parelkar is discouraging Manjula for pursuing the painting, the hobby. After watercolors, it will be oils. Now after watercolors, she will ask for oils, better oil colors, and then canvases, that canvas on which you draw the pictures, paint the pictures and what not. And I don't know what else she is going to ask for. Why doesn't she learn something more useful? Why she is not learning something which is really useful like cooking or stitching? With those hands of hers, she will never become an artist. Oh my God. And he told, with those hands, only 2 fingers on each hand, she'll not be able to become an artist. Please, cried her mother, don't say that ever again. Mom was totally shattered. She told, please don't repeat that again. Manjula, who had heard the conversation, might be Manjula overheard that conversation, returned to her room. She bundled up the watercolors and 3 brushes. She was very much disturbed and discouraged by the words of her father. And she came back to the room. She bundled up the watercolors and the 3 brushes and tucked them away into the farthest corner of the cupboard so that she can't see those things. She put them far away, in the farthest corner of the cupboard so that she should not see those things. Almost she hidden those things in that cupboard. Mother, she said the next day, coming into the kitchen, do you need some help in cooking? She came in the kitchen and she told, do you need some help in the cooking? Why, Manju? Her mother looked at her in surprise, glimpsing the pain in her eyes. Better hear the word glimpsing means noticing. Mother noticed the thing, she totally noticed the pain in her eyes. Because, said Manjula, in as steady a voice as she could manage. Steady means the stable. She should not get emotional, she thought this way. Because I stopped painting and I think cooking is the useful thing. Now she is repeating the words of her father. I stopped painting. I think cooking is a useful thing. But why? Amol was shocked. Amol was there. But why? I thought you would enter the on-the-spot painting competition in November at my school. And she told, I was thinking that you are going to take part in on-the-spot painting competition. You would have easily bagged the first prize, but a bag means one. And Amol was so confident. He told that you would have bagged. You are so good in painting. Manjula was through with art. Manjula totally has given up, by listening to the words of her father. She had given it up for good. However much it hurt, she had given it for good means for the sake of her father. She had just given up. Although she wanted to do it, but here, because she overheard the conversation between her parents, she thought of leaving. Manju, her mother's voice reached her, Manju, her mother's voice reached her from far away. Will you give me a hand? From there, mother was calling her to will you give me a hand means will you help me? Your papa is going to Mumbai next week. I have to take out his suit from the trunk. She told Manju that your papa is going, means might be going for some job or some work. So I have to take out his suit from the trunk. So she needs some help. Manjula helped her mother take down the steel trunk. Mrs. Parelkar opened it but then shut it again. Oh, what happened? Let's see. She turned to Manju decisively. She was little, nervous to say, Manju, I would like to talk to you. She wanted to talk to her daughter. Mother, please, interrupted the girl, her dark eyes burning, about to cry. Don't. She does not want to, talk about the paintings any longer. Mrs. Parelkar gripped her daughter firmly by the shoulders. Bede grip means hold. Her daughter firmly by the shoulders and looked her straight in the eye. She looked, to straight in her eyes. Her voice firm with determination. Determination means full that courage. She said, Don't give in. Don't leave painting, Manju. There is so much in you that other girls don't have. Now, these are the encouraging words. Encouraging words are very much required in everyone's life. There is so much in you that other girls don't have. You are so positive. She told that you are really very, very good than the other girls. Let it come up, even if you have to fight. Fight, Manju, fight. So here we are going to stop it. Next one we are going to start in the next part. God bless you.